Hi guys! Today we're going to read a book. It's called The Pig with the Runaway Tail by Parinita Shetty. Pangal the pig loves sleeping. Sometimes she sleeps all day. No wonder her tail gets bored easily. One day, when Pangal wakes up from her afternoon nap, her tail is nowhere to be found. It has gone on an adventure without her. The pig feels silly without a tail, so she decides to go look for it. Scrunch! This forest is much too untidy, Pangal says. Heck! She trips over a log. Dum. She falls into a bush. Has anybody seen my tail? Pangal asks. Why don't you try a mushroom tail instead? Longo replies. Pangal says, but I want my own tail back. She goes to look for it somewhere else. Oof, this city is much too noisy, Pangal says. Beep beep. She dodges a zigzagging auto rickshaw. Dream, dream! She tries to crawl under a bicycle. Has anybody seen my tail? Pangal asks. Why don't you try a balloon tail instead? Crow replies. Gah! Pangal says. But I want my own tail back. She goes to look for it somewhere else. Grrr! This cave is much too dark, Pangal says. Click, clack. She carefully steps forward on the stone floor. Kadak! She tumbles into a pile of rocks. Has anybody seen my tail? Pangal asks. Why don't you try a stalactite tail instead? Bat replies. Off, Pangal says. But I want my own tail back. She goes to look for it somewhere else. Splish, splush. It's much too wet under the ocean, Pangal says. Dum dum. Some fish want to dance with Pangal. Whoosh! She hides behind some coral. Has anybody seen my tail? Pangal asks. Why don't you try a seaweed tail instead? Turtle replies. Pangal says. But I want my own tail back. She goes to look for it somewhere else. Plunk! This desert is much too hot, Pangal says. Foosh! She doesn't realize she is sitting at the edge of a dawn. Whoop! She rolls all the way down to the bottom. Has anybody seen my tail? Pangal asks. Why don't you try a cactus tail instead? Camel replies. Oh, Pangal squeals. Ow! But I want my own tail back, she goes, to look for it somewhere else. Brrr! The top of a mountain is much too cold, Pangal says. Aye! The rest of the world is a long way below. Thump! Thump! She steps back before she feels too dizzy. Has anybody seen my tail? Pangal asks. Why don't you try a suck tail instead? Yak replies. Pangal stares at her newest new tail. This is very pretty, Pangal says. She remembers all the other tails she tried on. Hump! I'm certainly not going to wear a cactus ever again. But having so many different tails is actually quite fun. Everybody else has the same one forever, she realizes. Pangal comes to a decision. The tail can travel. the world and have its adventures. The pig will stay back home and have her own. The end. That's all for today, guys. Bye.